let me see. Nami's kidnapped. Luffy, Sanji, and Zoro are unconscious for 2 days. The first two will wake up a few hours before Luffy does. Maybe less than that. I don't know exactly how much time's been passing here. So we're down to these four. And they're together. So that's an interesting combination. So yeah, I guess go and get into it. But like, it's interesting that they've like combined everybody into one storyline. We're not cutting back and forth. We're going to stick with this group unless they split up. Maybe that's what they'll do. They'll split up. Some of them go to the ship. Some of them stay here. And so probably what will happen now that I think about it is we're going to send Usopp and Chopper to the ship to secure the ship. Try to free it with fire because they can be told that, and we know Usopp has access to fire. Meanwhile, our two big hitters, heavy hitters, will stay here with the salt. And you can also, like, maybe they have salt on the ship as well. So that would be good. Resupply that. That's what I think's going to happen because they love being able to cut between storylines. That's why you never see all of them together, right? For the most part. Whenever adventure starts, they separate pretty fast. This is episode 352. You know where we are, and you know where we're going. 3, 2, 1. Now you can cut to the villains, but they typically don't do that very much. That's right, follow my orders. You have to give the orders before you put him in the body, though, apparently. You know what's interesting about the Japanese language? He said the word zombie early in his speech, but in the translation didn't come till the end. It's interesting. I've noticed that before with some Japanese words that we say at the end of a sentence, they say at the beginning. I mean, I'm no linguist, but I just think that's interesting. Why it would be reverse order, you know? He's a big boy. Like, just his voice was enough to blow people out of the room. Think about that. How much force is that? Like, nothing, right? You know what I mean? Imagine that being able to blow a 110-pound person out of a room. Like, that's just incredible. And that gives you a comparison for the size, the scale, right? Because that was like this small to him and was basically the size of a person from their waist up to their head. It's hard to see scale because you can't even keep them in the same frame for the most part. That gives us a good clue on scale, though. Yeah, thank you for the crotch shot again. Look, I'm no prude. I just think it's fan service, that's all. Oh, Jesus. That's, by the way, TV Tropes has a fan disservice, which means it's the opposite of fan service, where they're actually trying to turn you off. And that's him licking his lips as fan disservice. Maybe that's why they had to throw the fan service in there right before that, right? Oh, I keep forgetting about him. He's somebody we can cut to. He's not officially part of the crew, but he can do something. Hey, we're singing together. Let's hum together, shall we? By the way, I love the implications. I forgot to talk about this in the intro. The implications of uh, Luffy Giant, I guess we'll call him, remembering Sanji's name when he's not supposed to. That seemed to surprise the doctor. You just need some salt, man. And you know about the salt thing, so you're just trying. You got to get past his defenses to shove that salt in his mouth. Ha! You're pissing me off, old man. There's something almost sexual about this. I ship it. That's interesting architecture. Completely ridiculous, but it's interesting. Rotting bad. You have jokes, huh? Then run. Right. So they're going after Luffy first. Interesting. I mean, they'll eventually take him to ship, but why wait for that, right? Yep. So they're all going to the ship. Okay. Salt them up. Hope we got more salt on the ship. Yeah. I'm out of here. What's your last question? Yeah. Excellent. It's about goddamn time, by the way. Yeah. We'll worry about that later. Oh, that makes sense. That's why they were coming. Yeah. Do it off screen. We ain't got time. Yeah, you better bring the big ass meat. The rest of you guys don't eat anyway, so it doesn't matter, does it? Look, your stomach isn't going to process this. Just like his master. Yeah, you didn't give me a chance to talk. Hey, man, look, he's personable. Do you even have a stomach? Yeah, hey, don't get mad. He can squash you all like a bug. He's gonna be a hard to control zombie. Man, he don't care about none of that. Look at him. I'm the king of the pirates. Yeah, you better bow, you bitches. Look at you. You better bow. What are you gonna eat? At least he's not eating off plates, right? Yeah, good point. Yeah, let's all starve to death. You're too small to carry all that food. You got a lot of things to worry about all of a sudden. You were running this island like 2 days ago. Dumbass. Yeah. You know, they remind me of, I just thought of this. Hercules, the Disney movie. Pain and, what is it? Pain and Panic? Something. That's what those little guys remind me of. They're quasi loyal minions, but they're so ineffectual. What happens when you run out? Yeah, dude, what a waste of food. Yeah, Sanji's cooking. Oh yeah, excellent. Yeah, shut up. We don't talk about that. Take the fish away from him. He's gonna be mad. That'd be hilarious if he eats it real fast. Too late. There it is. I wonder if this is a salted fish. I thought he was gonna do it. Too late. too late. That'd be hilarious if he just suddenly loses his soul. I'll decide that. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I'll eat you too. That's right. Down the hatch. Down the hatch. I bet this is going to prove that he's immune to salt. That's what's going to happen. Because we can't have him having a weakness like that, right? Maybe not. Maybe they're just doing shenanigans. Yeah. Don't make me kick your asses. Bacon? Salted bacon? Yeah. He should have eaten the zombies too. Yeah. Yeah. Dumbass. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Let's pretend that didn't happen. They're dragging his body out there. Yeah, but leaving the fish, by the way. I'm not subordinate to nobody. Yeah, that's right. I'm too strong for you. Their personalities do bleed through. That's the thing. Yeah, I'm gonna terrorize. I'm out of here. Explore. I want to check shit out. Yeah? Let's find out. How were you? What was your plan to get him out of here? He wasn't going through the corridors. Yeah, that's right. What was their plan to get him out of there? What do you think? Smell you later. Big boy. He's got some color back to him. Guess it was bad lighting up there. That is weird, isn't it? You and whose army? He's like it's a big island. Greedy. You really are a dick. Do we really need this flashback? I don't think so. Imagine having to do this by yourself, by the way. It's a lot better to have friends in a situation like this. You know what? I said, do we need a flashback? I am curious how he found out about the salt. That's interesting. Yeah. It would be interesting to see how he figured that out. Oh, there we go. That's how he found out. Okay. Salt, huh? So zombies do eat. That's so weird. We saw him with the tea, right? So I guess it's like they're mimicking things they did in real life, but they don't need the food, of course. Okay. Yeah. 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 He thought it was a fish. You decided yourself. Yeah, you're acting different though. Thank you for the information. Hilarious. Well, then go out in the sun then, huh? I know it'll kill you, but still. He's a little jumpy, isn't he? That's why he sings. Interesting. Interesting. The only problem with this is they can hear you coming. That's literally the only problem with it. Which I guess may be part of your mystique. Yeah, the singing huntsman. He's hunting for you. You know what you need? Tell you what you need. One of those high-powered water pistols with salt water in it, right? Squirt in their mouths. Boom, 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 boom. Have two of them. It's a lot easier to squirt salt water in their mouth than it is to put a little grain of salt in their mouth, right? That's right. It is weird, isn't it? We need to get him out of here. Look at him. Look what he did to Charlie and Roger. That man, he is dispensing justice. This whole bit of her not letting him talk is getting really old. It was kind of funny at first, but it's like, what is it? Like, they're doing it way too much. Here you are. Yeah. Apparently he kicked your ass. I wonder if this is like, the middle of every story arc. I don't feel like we're in the middle, but middle of every story arc they do like a 2-3 episode flashback. Wonder if this is that. Get wrecked. Yeah, he shattered my skull. He's stronger because he has a strong body and he has a strong soul. That's why he's giving you this work. Oh, shit. That's right. You better stick and move. Yeah. You have the exact same fighting style, but he's stronger than you, so you're never going to be able to beat him. Oh, shit. You did beg. Yeah, anything but my hair. What is your obsession with your hair? I guess the only thing he has left of his humanity. This is an interesting dynamic. The soul rebelling against the body. I like that. It is ridiculous. Just because you're lampshading it doesn't make it less ridiculous. Hey man, he's pretty fast. You're dancing, boy. You coming for that ass. Speaking of ridiculous, we're like 100 feet up in the air. How are we doing this? Smashed. He's out of here. Dude, this is what you wanted, man. Why are you running? Imagine hunting somebody for years just to get your ass kicked. Oh, okay, he didn't run. Good. We know he gets thrown away somehow. Man, fight has stakes, which is why I like it. Oh shit! Oh, he's coming for the hair, boy. Yeah, spit in his face. He did beg for his life. Pathetic. Yeah, because if you die, the soul's dead. That's why they gotta keep you alive. It's a major weakness. I agree. How's this time gonna be different? Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. He's fast, man. I like how fast they are. It's like before you even blink, you're already cut into 57 pieces. Make yourself faster. Huh? Yeah, that's right, bitch. Yeah. Whenever they do that, they change the art style. Freeze frame change the art style. I wonder if that's a specific panel from the manga. So is this a marriage contract? Where's Lola at, by the way? I mean, doesn't she have to be awake? Okay, Sanji Jr. It answered a question I had, and it had a really cool fight that's setting up the next fight, so it's fine. Yeah. I do wonder if he's going to join the crew. Right now, I'm 50-50. They love teasing it. The Frankie thing was very well done. They had me guessing until the very end, especially with Usopp, right? They need a musician, and I can see because he is funny. I can see him being a member of the crew. I just wonder, again, we're taking a peek behind the curtain here. The author isn't going to have a character that's super complicated to draw and have to duplicate that frame after frame after frame for thousands of pages. They're just not going to do it. That's why you can see there's pretty simple designs for our main characters, and then we get these really elaborate, ridiculous ass designs for the one-off characters that appear in maybe a couple issues, right? And then they're gone. So that's another clue, which is what made the Frankie thing so interesting. Is the other characters also fit that criteria? The other shipwrights, they fit the same criteria. They were relatively simple to draw, and none of them are like super easy to draw. But if you look at them compared to like some of these people with the super elaborate mustaches that go like this, and you imagine all these swirls you have to draw 1,000 times. They got the hair like all over the place, and it'd be hard to fit in a frame. And they have these elaborate designs, necklaces, and clothing that are super elaborate. You're not drawing that 1,000 times. So I have to take that in consideration, right? So like he would be more complicated to draw. He's a bunch of bones. It's not just some straight lines. Adding details you have to draw all these individual bones all the time. The hair, I don't know. He might be too complicated. So that's what's giving me pause. Otherwise, I would think like they're investing this time into him because they're going to add him to the crew.